Yo, what up? What up? What's up, everybody? Let's get this started. How's everybody doing this evening? What's good? We are back again, guys. Um, Looking at my connection, doesn't look like it's good. I apologize again. I don't know what is going on with my internet, yo. I already called my internet cable company trying to figure this out, and I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but if you guys could hear me, I guess that's okay. You know, what's up, everybody? It's your guy Rez. I am back again with y'all on the live stream and the channel on this Wednesday evening. Happy February, guys and gals. Whoever's tuning in, just want to say what's up. Thank you guys for tuning in this evening. And some good things I want to talk about this evening, man. Some things that have came up since the last live I had last Wednesdays. Before I jump any further into the lives, if this is your first live, guys, just a couple of things that I want to fill you guys in with. Number one, I just have some rules that I kind of want to follow to kind of keep the live clean and respectful, following guidelines of YouTube's guidelines. But I'll post them in the description. Number one, please follow YouTube's community guidelines to the best of your ability. I get it. Not everybody understands some of the guidelines and stuff. If you guys want more clarification on that, please do not hesitate to contact me for further details. So that's number one. And then also number two is posted right now. Be respectful to other people in the chat. Like I said, guys, I know joking is totally fine. I know we all joke around. Sometimes, our humor might be a little over the top. It's fine. Just all I ask is just be mindful, and don't take it personal. People take it personal. I don't want people getting all upset and feeling some type of way. That's not what these lives are intended for. These lives are intended to have a good time, have a discussion. I get it. Sometimes we get caught up in the moment, and sometimes we feel we speak more with our emotions rather than, understanding the topics and everything here at the live. So that's all I have. Those are the rules. Pretty much everything else, talk about what you want. You could disagree with somebody, but just try to make it, don't make it personal. Please be respectful of your neighbors in here, man. And like I said, I don't want to have to kick anybody out, but if I do, I'm that guy and I'm gonna have to do that. So hope you guys understand. With that being said, I hope you guys are doing well out there. Yes, number three, don't be an asshole. That's right. Thank you for stating the obvious, Adam. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys like always, and man, for tuning in. I have some topics I want to talk about this evening and see what everybody is up to. If you peep the threads, I don't know if you can because my resolution on my internet is just way blurry. I don't know what the hell happened, but as you can see, rocking a LeBron James alternate Cleveland Cavaliers. So I had a tongue twister there. Authentic jersey made by Mitchell and Ness, man. And just to kind of kick that off, that's pretty much what one of the topics are this evening. Obviously, guys, I talk a lot about jerseys and sports and stuff like that. So, it's only fitting that I wear one of LeBron's jerseys. I know he's in the Lakers right now. My LeBron's Laker jerseys are not available at the moment, so I have my Cavaliers one, but I'd rather wear the Cavaliers one anyways. So, yeah, if anybody wants to hop on, I put the link in the chat. So if you guys want to hop on, you guys are more than welcome to join and tap in with your boy. And I see already got some people in here. Yo, what up? What up? What's going on?
Not much, man. How y'all doing? Yeah, I'm just walking home from work right now. I got a little excited, so I'm like, fuck, let me hop on real quick before everybody else does.
Nah, you're good, bro. We got Big John in the house.
Hey, what's up, Big John?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up? Repping the Cleveland. I see you.
You already know, man. What a game last
Man, get out of here with LeBum. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, man.
I get it, man. LeBron is not for everybody. And I get a lot. This is something I want to try and break down and get thoughts on, because to my understanding that there are a lot of people out there that discredit LeBron and what he's done for the league, right? Like, I was talking to my wife about this earlier today when we were both driving to work, and I just don't understand the hate. Like, I like genuinely, like I don't know what it is. I heard like LeBum, LaFraud, LaWack. Like, I just heard all
That one's
like
a little lame. Damn.
people say that he flops. He's not. Like, people compare him to MJ, and I see all the posts. But like, what is it with LeBron that gets so much hate? Like, I genuinely want to know.
It's because people love Michael Jordan, and anyone who comes even close to Michael Jordan is instantly public enemy number one. That's the simplest answer I can come up with.
Pretty much.
You know, you got these old heads that love Michael Jordan so much that, like, anyone who's viewed as possibly a threat to him, they're like, oh, he's trash, he's garbage, all that good stuff.
Yeah, but like,
Don't mind me being winded, I'm fat.
Not you good, bro. Do you like? How do you feel about him? Because I know you call him a bum, but like, do you?
Nah, that was a joke. Honestly, at this point, it's kind of hard to deny LeBron's greatness. I was a LeBron hater for a long time, but at this point, like, dude, he's got the all-time scoring record. Like, you don't just luck into that. I mean, you got people that play in the league for 20 years that ain't even fucking sniffing it.
Yeah. Oh,
you know, he's got all these accolades, and some people want to say, oh, it's because he's been playing for 20 years. Yeah. And there are people who play for 20 years that are straight bums.
right.
Udonis Haslem is a perfect example.
His longevity is unmatched, though, bro. Like, I don't even know if he's been in the league longer than Bron has, but yeah, no, it's one of those things that I try to wrap my head around, because I'm one of those guys where I mean, we're all jersey heads, right? Like, I'm sure we have jerseys of different teams other than the ones that we rep and stuff, but like, that's what it always was to me. I get like goosebumps, and I'm fascinated with things like that, like records getting broken, hearing about records that were set like before we were even born. You know, like the whole Wilt Chamberlain 100 points a game type of thing, and then Steph Curry, you know, basically surpassing Wilt Chamberlain for the all-time scoring leader for the Warriors. And, you know, all these records and all these things that I learn, I'm fascinated with. And I'm sure that's kind of what draws us to getting like jerseys of players and stuff like that. Obviously, I know our our jersey collecting habits have changed. Like, we have different types of ways of collecting now. But like back in the day, you know, literally everything was on the table for us, whether it be a Lakers jersey, Celtics jersey, or whatever the case may be. You know, so that part of it always fascinated me. The thing that I just don't understand is that the majority of sports fans just can't seem to appreciate greatness when it's in front of them. Because like 10 years from now, 15 years from now, once LeBron is retired and his son Bronny's in the league, everybody's going to go back and say like, oh, like, yo, LeBron did this. I remember when he got drafted in 2003, like took his team to the playoffs and made a finals appearance. Like, they're just going to go the whole 9 yards and just basically catalog this man's like career. But like, I just don't get the fact that like there's fans out there who just seem to like always speak out of emotion rather than like just appreciating the history and the sport. Like, I don't know. I'm like getting all philosophical and shit.
I've gotten to the point as I get older, I really start appreciating all the people. And, you know, LeBron, man, you know, I've been watching him since I was a little kid, man. You know, huge part of my childhood, man. Elementary school, middle school, high school. Heck, now I'm in college, and LeBron, like I said, man, gets better and better, you know. And, you know, you're talking about goosebumps, man, when him and Kareem, man, like I'm getting goosebumps talking about it right now. Like, just seeing that, you know. And I'll be honest with you, before he broke the record throughout the game, you know, I wore my Kareem jersey. And then after Kareem passed the ball to LeBron, that's when I wore this jersey for the rest of the game. But it was just so awesome, man, witnessing history.
Yeah, No doubt. I mean, just to highlight this comment though, him not being likable, like as a person or just overall as like athlete, because it's hard to separate a person from their whatever they're doing, right? Like for example, like you're at work, right? Let's say you're a boss and you have a bunch of workers that report to you, be cool as shit, but then outside of work, but then when you're in the clock, like, and you're their boss, like you could be a complete asshole. People are gonna really just look at you overall as a person as an asshole. Like, I don't know, like it just always boggles my mind, especially when I talk with people who are also Jersey heads that hate on them. I'm like, dude, like you do realize you're wearing a jersey of a team that you despise, right? Like, and I get it, like, oh well, I respect the player, not the team. I get that aspect of it, but it's like when people seem to speak, like it's just it's almost like it's out of ignorance, like pure ignorance, because they discredit literally 20, like you said, Adam, like 20 years of LeBron's career in the league. Like I saw him when he came straight from high school back in 2003, followed him all the way up to his Miami days, won championships there. Then, of course, he won again. And when he came back to Cleveland, promised the city that he was going to bring a championship, which he did against my Warriors. I'm still salty about that. But then after the fact, then went to the Lakers. Then, his first, what was it? His first year, I think, 2020, when he joined the Lakers, he won a championship in the bubble. That's debatable, but it's still a championship.
So do we count that? Really?
I mean, like, as much as I don't want to, like, it's on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could put an asterisk, you could do that and all that stuff. But the fact that, his presence was on the team and they won, like, it just makes it sound like, what else can you discredit? Like, he's just breaking records all the fucking time. And like Max said, he's probably going to end up breaking Vince Carter's record. Like, it's highly likely, like his tenure with the league, like 22 seasons Vince Carter was in, Bron's already at 20. Probably, like, give or take, he's probably got at least a good 5 years on his belt before, he starts declining with his performance. So I just don't get it. Like, everything's there on paper. The stats are there. He's averaging like 30 or 20 to 28 to 30 points a game, which is phenomenal at age 38. Like, I don't know what else more you can ask for from a player at that age. I just don't. Like, doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, it's kind of like the whole Tom Brady thing. Like, essentially at this point, just like people just hate on him because he's great.
Pretentious douche. I could see how he could be like a douche, right? Like, I get it. Like,
Eddie can't sing worth the shit. He can't remember words for nothing.
Yeah, see, and like, I get that aspect too. But look, you could also use that argument that Michael Jordan was an asshole. Like,
Michael Jordan was a freaking asshole.
Like, I've heard plenty of stories, but people idolize him like he's God, and they still do to this day. But like, yo,
are you calling him an asshole just because Scottie Pippen's your best friend, though?
Yo, me and Pip, we go back, bro. We go back. Like, the narrative, though, like I said, like, it's almost like the same thing. Like, I get it. Like, MJ was just likable. Like, he just seemed to be flawless, especially like as a person. Everybody couldn't believe it. Like, nah, Michael Jordan would never do anything. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. Black Jesus. Like, you hear all those like nicknames that he got, that were given to him. And yet people still idolize this guy, even though there was a lot of shit that was going on with him, like, he's still deemed decades after his retirement, like, his shoe sales are still number one. He still is making money, even though he's long retired. He's already a grandfather, like, hasn't played in the league for God knows how long. Like, what is it about him that separates? And I know Max says Jordan kept it real, though. I mean, so you're saying that LeBron's a phony? Is that what you're saying? Like, I'm just trying to understand it. Tony C, what's up? What's up? He says people have this perception of LeBron having a school and taking a stand on social issues, etc. Yeah, I just think that the hate, like, I'm not saying that like LeBron is completely clean out of this, like he's a saint. I'm not saying that either, because I know he's done things and he's said things, on social media that made him come off as a douche an asshole and stuff like that. But like, as far as like personality goes, I mean, I think he's a pretty stand-up dude from the most part. I don't know him personally, but yeah, just the whole argument between him and MJ just seemed to get thrown constantly. And by the way, for those of you who are tuning in, if you guys don't know what the hell we're talking about and why we're talking about LeBron, if you guys live under a rock and you don't know nothing about sports, especially basketball, LeBron James just surpassed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar last night at Crypto Arena, formerly known as Staples Arena. But it was basically the all-time scoring record in the NBA. Kareem held that record for like 30 plus years, and it got surpassed last night. One thing I will say though that was really disappointing was like, yo, they couldn't even win the game. Like, really, y'all fucking broke this like historical record in NBA history, and y'all can beat the Oklahoma City Thunder. Like, come on, bro. Like, how are you not gonna fucking pull the dub? And if I might add, the Warriors, yo, we smashed on them the night before. Okay, so I'm just saying we softened them up for you, and you guys still fucking lost to OKC. What the fuck? I'm sorry.
I thought the same thing before. I was literally thinking the same thing before I hopped on here. Don't get wrong, I was happy about it. I'm like, man, y'all lost to Oklahoma.
Yeah. Horrible way to lose, to break that record and fucking lose. At least when Kobe like broke records and shit, they won the game. Like, or at least like when freaking Steph Curry broke the 3-point record, surpassing Ray Allen, at least they fucking won the game. Like, yeah, you got a shitty record, but it's like, dude, out of all teams, you lose to OKC. Like, what the fuck, man? He says, and I get it in many ways. He's an evolution, not only of basketball skill, but also modern sports celebrity. He didn't marry his wife until he had his fun and had many, many women sign NDAs. I did not know that. Yo, what up, what up? And nothing wrong there. He's smart about it. Very calculated. And he learned from MJ. See, I don't know all the details. So like shit like that, I don't know. Like I wouldn't know about that, unless somebody mentioned something to me or sent me, or if I read an article. Like that's the only way I would have known about that. Or if I knew LeBron personally, which I don't. But yeah, so like how many years do you think he has left before he's like, yo, that's it. It's time to put up the sneakers and just call it a day.
Shit, with how this year's going for him, it might be this year.
Really? You think so?
I mean, look at what they just did. They like blew up their entire team. Like they got rid of Russell Westbrook. They brought in D'Angelo Russell. Big freaking whoop. I mean, I'm joking, but I don't think he's gonna retire this year. But I think now it's a lot closer to being like maybe 2-3 years than it would have been, say, a year ago.
Yeah. Interesting. Max says 3 to 5. I think he's got 5. I think he's got at least a good solid 5 years on his belt. I do think that he's going to try to contend at least for another championship. I don't know if it's going to be in LA, but I definitely see him contending at least for one of those 5 years. So, Big John, what do you think?
I feel like it's going to be 5 years as well. That's what I was thinking, at least 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I think that's a good number. And just considering, like, I know, like, again, like, I know the Lakers' record right now is not great. I think they're like, what, number 14 or something? Or
yeah, I think
some freaking double-digit number in the West. But, as a player, he's still contributing. He still feels good. And it's like he said in I don't know if you guys saw the post interview that they had of him when he broke the record, but he was saying like, something along the lines of like, if my mental is still there, I'm still able to do what I do every night and blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. And, like, that's amazing to see somebody at 38 years old. Like, I mean, a lot of players start declining at that age and they start wrapping it up. And I know Shaq, like he retired, like when he was like, what, like 42 or some number like that. I forget, but, he says maybe he retires after 23 seasons. That would be interesting. Goes to another team to host the last 2 seasons and changes his number 2 more times. That's another reason too why I am kind of holding off right now. So you guys know this is kind of off subject, but you guys know that I've been getting into a lot of t-shirts, like designs and stuff lately. There have been a lot of LeBron t-shirt drops in the last 24 hours, and I'm not buying any of them because they have like images of him playing for the different team, you know, the 3 teams that he's played in: Cleveland, Miami, and even with the Lakers. But like, if he goes to another team, kind of defeats the purpose of that design, in my opinion. But that's just one of those things where I was like, nope, I'm not gonna do it yet. And that's why I try to refrain from buying players that are still actively playing in the league. Given I understand LeBron's already kind of solidified he already cemented his position in the NBA. Like I get it. You know, like he's pretty much on the Mount Rushmore of NBA players. But you know, it's gonna be dope once his career's done, and then people can start debating now like everything that he's done. Because I hate when people try to debate a player to another like retired player, and it's like, dude, let the man fucking finish his career. Like, you're already like making assumptions and all this shit, and they're not even done yet. Like, nobody ever thought he was gonna surpass Kareem's record, and it happened. Even like Irvin Magic Johnson was like, yeah, I never thought this record would be broken. Here we are, you know. Now with this record being broken, what else records are they're gonna be, you know? But the one record that I think will never be broken is Wilt Chamberlain's 100 points in a single game. I don't think that record will ever be broken. You guys could debate me on that, but I just don't see that happening in today's like rules. No, because correct me if I'm wrong, but like during that time, did they not have a 3-pointer like range? Like, I don't think they had a 3-point shot, did they?
No, they didn't. They didn't have the 3-pointer until 1979.
Okay. And he managed to score 100 points. Like, that's some wild shit, bro. like you would have to literally cherry pick the ball every single fucking play to even come close to that shit. You know, Kobe came as close.
Literally, you'd have to play like high school. Like, you just feed it to the big guy like all night long.
Bro, yeah. I just don't see that shit happening. I mean, it's not. I don't ever see that record being broken. That's my hot take on that.
But I'll tell you, I never thought that Kareem's record would be broken. But you know what? Like you said, man, I still can't believe it.
Yeah, no, I don't see it happening. Like I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I know, you know, the whole records are meant to be broken. It's almost like with the Undertaker streak. I was like, this record's not gonna be broken, and then boom, shit ends real quick with you know, Lesnar in the scene and shit. And don't worry, we'll talk about some wrestling.
You're gonna bring it up, like, you know, I got the Twitch now.
We got some wrestling, guys. It's coming. Yeah, Clay had 67 3/4. Yeah, nah, Clay is on fucking fire. That's my guy. But like I said, it's not 100 points. It's not 100 points. And if that record ever gets fucking broken, I want to be alive to see it, because, you know, that's some wild shit. Like, I hear all these records about like players that set the bar back in the day before we were even born or shit like that. I'm like, bro, and then see these records get broken now. It's like, yo,
Wembanyama's gonna break it. I'm calling it now.
Who?
Wembanyama.
Wembanyama?
Yeah, that kid who's like everyone's hyped about.
Well, what school is he from?
I think he's in like Europe or some shit.
And you think he's gonna break the Wilt 100-point record? What the? This kid's
he might. I don't know.
Even in the league, yeah. And he's gonna break that shit. Damn.
I mean, if he's as good as everyone hypes him up to be, I think he. Yeah, like Max said.
More likely now the 3-point shot that it was 20 years ago. Yeah, G League. Oh shit. Okay. All right.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
So okay.
But dude's a straight unicorn. He's like what? He's like Kristaps Porzingis when he was coming in the league, but like I think he's gonna be better.
Okay.
Remember the hype on Kristaps Porzingis? Everyone was like, "Oh my god, he's the next evolution of the basketball player." Like he's like that, but I think he's gonna be like way better.
But is he like a sophomore right now, or is he what is he?
Honestly, like I said, I think he's in the G League, so I don't think he's even in school anymore.
Oh shit. Okay.
He's either in the
Real
G
quick.
League of Europe. I know he's in one of those two.
I have to look him up. But I want to talk real quick. Go back to the whole LeBron thing. So if you guys follow me on IG, from time to time I'll post polls. Get people's votes that follow me on there, and I appreciate everybody that votes because it gives me a perspective of how to kind of one assess things and also two like see what other people are thinking. But I don't know if you guys saw the full game last night, but during the moment that LeBron broke the record when he did that fadeaway jumper, they interviewed him.
Oh, okay.
And he had a speech, and he dropped the F-bomb like towards the end of his speech, right? And
I knew you was gonna
I
bring
just
it up.
remember, like, I had my TV on, and I was like, doing my thing, and I heard "fuck," and I was like, "Wait, am I watching like a fucking R-rated movie? Like, what's going on?"
Nah, listen.
That's
You
what I was
realize
thinking.
it's live TV.
It's like when David Ortiz dropped that bomb right after the marathon bombing. This is
Yeah.
our fucking city.
So, like, I was kind of like, oh shit, they did not bleep this out, so this has got to be live TV. So when I thought about that, the first thing that came to mind was like, yo, is LeBron gonna get fined for this? Because as you know, the NBA is very, very strict of the type of language, the type of body movements, the type of acts that you do when you're on the court. And F-bombs obviously can get you a technical foul, depending on how it's used. It could get you ejected, and it can also get you fined. But we all know LeBron is pretty much like the poster child of today's NBA. Yeah. And I asked my viewers if LeBron would get fined for what he said. And just to give you guys context, basically he was just thanking everybody. He's like, oh, I want to thank everybody that supported me through this 20-year journey. I want to support my wife, my kids, and this organization. And he was just like, fuck, man, thank you guys. Like that's kind of how he ended the conversation. But that's how he ended the conversation. But there was no like repercussions, at least from what I saw. But it was going toe to toe because it was about 50% said, yes, rules are rules. He needs to get fined. The other 50% was like, nah, the league is soft. Why would you do that? Like when this man's celebrating, he's just having a moment. And I just kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit and see how you guys feel about it. And this gentleman that's hopping on right now.
Hey, Neil, sorry that the Celtics beat the 76ers.
There's only one game that matters this week, Adam.
Oh,
there's only one game that matters this week.
Here we go.
God damn it.
It's not basketball season until after the Super Bowl.
No.
Basketball season.
No, it's basketball season. It's all we care about right now. What's up, Neil?
How's it going?
It's going, man. Doing the usual shenanigans on here.
Oh, I see. I actually was finishing watching something. I saw you guys were on. I was watching a little of the debate here, the LeBron conversation, and good stuff as always. Lots of good opinions. And hey, all time leading scorer. Congrats to Bron. Amazing career. I grew up. Look, I'm. I grew up a Jordan guy. He's still going to be my guy, but I certainly appreciate what LeBron's done in his career, and he's a terrific player, and he deserves that scoring title. I mean, he's just done it throughout the years, and he's a tremendous player. He's not on a very good team.
Scoring average of all time,
huh?
He doesn't have the best scoring average of all time, which is something I heard someone say, which is ridiculous.
Wow. No, there's always going to be nitpicking going on here and there, but he's a terrific player. I don't know what he's doing and what he's going to do the rest of the season with that Laker team. I don't even know if they know what they're doing. I saw they just made a trade tonight or something like that.
Yeah, they traded
Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook and something else for D'Angelo Russell and a couple picks.
Wait,
'Cause that
Westbrook
was-
is gone? Are you serious?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
going to the
yeah.
Is that what
Jazz.
you were saying? Oh shit.
I don't know why
Yeah,
they
that's what I'm
bothered with
saying.
him in the first place. Westbrook, his best years have been way behind him, but we'll see what they do with D'Lo now, and
I mean, it worked out real for the first time.
So where's he going? Is he going to
He's going to the Jazz.
I didn't hear all the
From what I
predictions.
saw.
Jazz?
Yeah, I was watching the Celtics
shit.
game, and it had it up there. He was going to the Jazz.
Wow. I did not see that shit. It just goes to now I gotta check.
Yeah, what do you think I was talking about earlier with all these trades they're
I thought
making?
you were just talking about some
Yeah.
fantasy shit. That's why I was like, oh,
No,
okay.
like they actually traded Russell Westbrook. I'm surprised that anyone wanted to take him, but they got rid of him.
I heard earlier in the day there was like a rumor that it would be like the Sixers were going to be involved. It was going to be a 3-way deal with
Wow.
Detroit, but the Sixers weren't going to get Westbrook. They were going to get a couple other guys from Detroit, and I think Harris was supposed to go to the Lakers, but obviously that didn't happen. So, yeah, I mean, look, tomorrow's the deadline, right? Tomorrow's the trade deadline, so we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a buyout, so they bought out his contract.
Oh wow.
Shit.
Yeah, we'll see some moving and shaking maybe tomorrow, but
Wait, who? Utah bought Russ's
I
contract
think
out?
they bought his contract.
Oh shit!
Well, speaking of trades, I know one major trade happened earlier this week, and it was basically involving the Brooklyn Nets in the Eastern Conference. And Kyrie is now going to the Dallas Mavericks with
that's
Luka
screws
Doncic.
them.
And
Kyrie's gonna Kyrie. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
what is it?
Kyrie's gonna Kyrie. That's all.
There goes Kyrie ruining another team now.
I was very shocked. I was really surprised. And I
He's
understand.
gonna ruin Luka Doncic. I
I
guarantee.
feel
it.
bad for Luka.
know,
I really
I
do.
feel bad for Luka.
Here's
feel
my
bad.
thing on that, right? Like I get it. Because we know when Kyrie plays, when he strictly plays as a basketball player, he contributes. I get that. But there's just too much hoopla, like revolving him.
When you talk about Kyrie, you don't talk about Kyrie as a basketball player. You talk about literally everything else.
Yeah, because that's what he does. He puts his personal like views and life on the fucking court, and it's like it's frustrating. Like I can only imagine what Nets fans really had to go through during this whole debacle with, like, literally they had like everybody was favoring the Nets to win when they had KD, Kyrie, Aldridge. They got Blake Griffin.
Well, at least he didn't promise them he was going to resign with them and then just not do it.
Yeah, no, like it's really, really bad, and it like so you stay away from Luka, Kyrie, but like we get it. We get like Luka is still young. He's still got his whole career, ahead of him, and we understand what he's doing right now. He's making Luka Magic, hence the nickname. But it's like when you have Kyrie in there, you got to think that Mark Cuban was really trying to figure something out, because we all know, like, at least with Mark Cuban, like as owner of a franchise, he takes care of his players.
Yeah,
and he wants to do everything
Mark
that
Cuban's probably the best owner in the league as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, and it shows. Like everything that I've read about him and everything that he assesses, like he wants the players to win. But it kind of makes me feel like the whole Kyrie situation, like, was that like an act of desperation? You know what I'm saying? Because just all the hoopla, all the shit, we all know what Kyrie is capable of doing or what he's done, and you're still gonna take a chance on this kid. Like, you're really gonna do that? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I
wonder if it's because Mark Cuban is cocky enough to think that he can like control Kyrie.
I feel like there's a piece here that of the puzzle that we're missing, because there's got to be more to it than just everything. Like, obviously us as fans, we only know what we hear, what we read, but I feel like there's another reason why Kyrie went to the Mavs, and also makes me believe too that Durant is probably on his way out now too. I don't see him staying.
Well, they're not gonna trade him for the end of the year, but he's definitely not re-signing with them. I don't know where he's gonna go. Maybe he'll come to the Celtics. Who knows? But
I don't know.
But yeah, no, he's done with once his contract with the Nets is over, he's not re-signing with them. There's literally no shot of that happening.
Right. Don't
Like
you dare.
real quick, we get like Rez and John like fusing together right now, and it's kind of tripping me out a little bit.
Who?
You and John, like your image is like staticking with like with John's image, and it's like bugging me out.
What the hell is going on? Do I need to move myself? Here, let me try to move myself.
What?
Like we about to have like go tanks, but like it'd be John and Rez.
You could be next to Big John right now.
It's still going.
Yeah, man.
Now Adam and John are gonna fuse. Oh boy, John, you gotta be careful with that one. All right, you gotta.
So we got freaking a trade deadline tomorrow.
Yeah.
And the Warriors haven't really made any moves, which I'm kind of concerned because I was hoping that we would do something to kind of lift our bench spirits up a little bit, but I don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen. I know there's talks about getting rid of Wiseman, trading him for supposedly trying to get again JaVale McGee. I don't know. Like, I don't know the full details of that trade, but that was something that was in talks.
Wait, JaVale? I thought where's JaVale McGee? I thought he was with y'all.
Not anymore. No. He after he left the Warriors, he went to the Lakers.
Right. I do remember that now.
And then I don't know
when he was with the Nuggets, he was really good.
Yeah, he's jumped from so many teams. I don't even know where he's at right now. But yeah, that it's interesting, you know, and it's like you said, you know, the NBA, we don't really NBA season really doesn't start until after the All-Star game. I feel like I think that's when it starts to really rev up. But yeah, just
like right now, you're going to see some choppy and sloppy basketball right before the break because teams have kind of in that all-star mode like right now, and you know it. After the break, you know you have that kind of sprint to the end of the season, and you know the jockeying starts. You know the trade deadline's already done, so now we kind of know what the teams are, and you know that's when we really kind of separate some of the the teams that are really contenders from pretenders, and I don't really know what to expect. You know, it's one of those seasons that it's hard to predict. You know, the West right now. There's some good teams, and then there's some teams that are kind of there, and it's going to be an interesting finish, I think, particularly for the West. I mean, the East is a two-team race at this point. They're on another level right now, and
y'all are doing really good too. You're only like 3 games behind us. Well, 4 games.
I've been hurt too many times in the second round, Adam. I really,
damn it! That's where I got it wrong. It's gonna be
right
Sixers
now, I got football. I got baseball. The Sixers got to prove it to me this year. They got to prove it in the playoffs, and Joel can't get hurt again in the playoffs. Joel, do not get hurt in the playoffs this year, please. Please, Joel. Okay, don't just and Doc, if you're up by 20 points in a closeout game, sit the starters so that a player like Siakam doesn't cheap shot someone in the face and he has to miss the first 2 games of the next series. That would be nice, but but no, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting rest of the season, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. Trade deadline is always an exciting thing, no matter what sport it is. It's just one of those kind of, you get all these rumors, and then the things either happen or don't, and it's one of those, it's one of those deals. I don't think any of us are really thinking anything too exciting for our teams tomorrow, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I just want my team to stay healthy. I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but Steph Curry is out. He got this really bad injury. I think he's gonna be out for like a month or so. But Klay Thompson, on the other hand, is doing wonderful. It looks like he never even almost looks like the Klay Thompson of old. For his injuries, so that's a good sign. Oh, we got somebody in the house. We got POB. What up?
What's up, POB?
Yo, what's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
What's going on, man?
Not
Yo,
much.
so how
very
is-
interesting. day today.
Waiting for Sunday.
Yeah, how is it over in the City of Angels, man?
Good, dude. I just met a Laker not too long ago.
Uh-oh. Look at them
Oh.
hobnobbing with Lakers.
Who
Look at this
was
guy.
it? Kwame Brown?
I met Austin Reeves.
Oh.
What? Did you get a
Austin
picture?
Reeves. My goodness.
I did get a picture and I got an autograph.
I'll tell you what.
Awesome.
The heck? Yo, you just stay meeting people,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy because I go to the Lakers store a lot, which is it's like a mile away from my house, and they had a small event there. And luckily, since I was cool with people that work at the store, they got me in, and I actually bought a T-shirt there. It was a Nike tee of LeBron, commemorating him breaking the all-time record. And it's funny because I just want to get just a picture of him on my phone, and one of the workers there was like, "Hey, you want to get a picture with Austin?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I shook his hand, I said, "Hey, he wants to, thanks for this." He got a picture with him, and then he said, "You want an autograph?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then I'm asking like the other guys how much. He's like, "No, just take it." I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I got an autograph for free and a picture." So yeah, that's good.
Now,
Wow.
my question is how would he have reacted if he said, "Hey, you want an autograph?" You're like, "Nah, I'm good."
That didn't cross my mind, so I don't know.
You know, the funny thing about that, right, is I'm starting to create a tally of this because I don't know if you guys know, but I do a lot of meet and greets, with like celebrities and stuff, and I've been doing it more with like athletes, but a lot of times, right? And I have this weird thing whenever I meet a player at a public signing or whatever, if I have their jersey, I wear it. I take a picture with them, right? I've done it with George Kittle, done it with Ricky Waters, I've done it with Mitch Richmond, and so on. Out of those players, I turned down 2 autographs.
Oh.
Because
Ooh.
they wanted to sign.
They want to sign the jersey,
and I politely declined. I was like, "Thank you, but I wanna live vicariously with this jersey, with you, like your legacy." Some cliche like shit like that, but it's the truth. Like, I don't want players signing my jerseys, with the exception of Jason Richardson. I get it, he's my favorite Warrior, all that stuff. But I think the only other player that I would have them sign the jersey was like LeBron. If he wanted to sign, yes, please, or MJ, somebody like on that level.
Not Steph?
Steph, absolutely. But fuck it, I'll just buy another jersey. But I just have this thing where I don't want a player to sign my jersey.
Wait, who are the 2 that you politely declined?
Ricky, it was Mitch Richmond. So
Yeah.
he was one of them. I was wearing my white Run TMC jersey.
Okay.
And he did a public signing at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, all you gotta do is just buy something in the store. You'll get a wristband, take a picture, he'll sign whatever you buy in the store, or whatever." And he's really cool. I was like, okay. So I buy a basketball because that was the only thing I could find that was worth getting signed. And I go up there, I meet him, and he's looking at me. He's like, "Hey, what's up, man? We have a quick chat conversation." And he goes, "Oh, you want me to sign that too?" And he's pointing at my jersey. And I said no. I was like, "No, I really, I'm really
No, stay away."
And he was ready. He kind of leaned over with the Sharpie, and I'm wearing it's a white jersey.
Please tell me you curved them.
I don't want no ink near me.
Please tell me you come with the nope, I'm good.
He's like this, and I'm doing the Matrix
Yeah.
But no, I politely declined, and I said something along the lines of no, I wanna, I wear the jersey, and I want people to know, whatever. And he was like, "Oh, okay, I get it, big dog." And that was it. That was the end of that.
All right, you did that pretty well then. For you,
second time was with George Kittle. I had the opportunity for him to sign. He pretty much was sign whatever I wanted, but I just had him sign my Stone Cold hat because I know he's a big wrestling fan.
Yeah.
So I had him sign it, and I just didn't have him. And everybody in line was looking at me. They're like, "Dude, how could you have literally the player you're wearing his jersey of and you don't want them to sign it. And I was like, I just had this thing, man, where I don't want players to sign the jerseys.
Just be like,
Well,
just be like, yo,
I
you ain't a
totally
jersey
understand where you're
head, bro. You
coming
don't
from,
know.
Rez. I mean,
I
because
understand.
I guess as a dedicated jersey head, we put a lot of time, not just purchasing them, but just trying to find them and really trying to obtain it and put it into our collection. So we're really picky about some of this stuff because I kind of have a similar thing with you. Like I wouldn't want most of my jerseys autographed either because, like I said, I want to wear them.
Yeah. No, I mean, and that's what it is. And people just don't seem to understand that, because everybody's like, oh, well, I would just never wear it. I would frame it and be. I'm like, guys, you got to think about this too. You know how much space it takes to frame a jersey?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of space, bro. Like you'd have to have like an unlimited wall.
No kidding.
Like you'd have to have like a great wall just like plastered in your vicinity, just laid out with if you were gonna do that. And I just don't. That's never gonna happen. So.
Of course.
Will that streak continue? I'm sure it will. Of me rejecting athletes' signatures of me wearing their jerseys. So, but it's cool though. Like I respect people that do it. I certainly don't have an issue. Like I don't have a problem with it. If you want to get your jersey signed, that's great. It's a great item to get signed. It's very memorable. But we're just a different kind of breed, I suppose. Like, is there anybody, if somebody came to your house, Neil, they came to the Mighty Kingdom, and you just so happen to have a buttload of their jerseys, and they just wanted to sign everything, would you oppose that, or would you be like, yes, please, by all means?
I was thinking of it as you were saying about the players. It would have to be a jersey that I can get again. I think that would be one of the parameters. Like if it's something that, okay, if they just want to sign this jersey and then I can go and easily find the jersey again to have, the signed one and then just the one I can wear. I think I would do that, but it would depend. I don't want to say it would depend on the player. I think that off the top of my head, I think there's at least a handful that I would want to have that done. And MJ, obviously, he was my first favorite athlete. I mean, I couldn't turn his autograph down. AI, would be another one. Steph would be one. More of a personal deal would probably be I always said if I can get an autograph of the first Eagle to win a Super Bowl MVP, and have that, so Nick Foles, I would probably say, okay, you could, thank you, Nick, sign it, good old Saint Nick. And then, my goodness, I'd probably say, I'd probably go Ovechkin because he could be the all-time goal-scoring king when his career is done. And even as a Flyers fan, I've enjoyed his career. And then I found out in a little mini doc that they had on him before the All-Star game, he drinks Coke in his water bottle every game. That goes back to when he came into league. A trainer told him that Coke gives you energy, and he drinks that. And I'm a big Coke guy too, so it's like, hey, we would share a Coke, and he would sign the jersey.
We're talking about Coca-Cola, guys, okay? Not the
Coca-Cola.
They get him to sign the Coca-Cola can.
Coca-Cola. Soda, not the...
No. Coca-Cola.
Yeah, get him to sign the can.
Yeah.
There you go.
I wouldn't be surprised after that thing if he does a thing with his like image on a Coca-Cola bottle or something,
Yeah.
See, that'd be cool as hell.
Yeah, I was gonna have a sponsor. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that'd be cool, man. All right, I kind of want to move on a little bit to some other things that I had tonight's live. One thing that I do want to highlight is kind of a funny segment that I wanted to talk about, but I don't know if you guys follow, but the whole thing with Tom Brady's retirement. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's people.
Are we gonna talk about the sand?
So there's people apparently out there on third-party markets like eBay and OfferUp, and I've even seen some on Facebook Marketplace that are apparently selling the sand that Tom Brady was on when he announced his retirement on his Instagram page.
You're burying the lead a little bit. How much are they paying for this sand, Mr. Rez?
Okay, so this is kind of crazy, right? Because the prices have significantly dropped since I saw it. But earlier this last week, I saw people bidding up to like $80,000.
I saw one for $100,000.
Oh my gosh!
$100,000 for a jar full of sand that he probably didn't touch.
I want to know if Diddy bought the sand. That's what I want.
Probably.
So if you guys don't believe me, okay, because I know there's probably people out there like, you're full of shit, Rez. I am not, because I will actually post the link here if you want to check it. But this is a search that I did on eBay earlier this evening, and you could see different prices. There's pictures of people holding the sand like right in front of the buildings, you know, that Tom Brady was in front of when he announced his retirement. I see everything here from $11.98, which seems like a fairly reasonable price, and then there's a high end of $2,999, and there's zero bids on that one. You know, and it just goes to show what people will do to try and make a quick buck on anybody's success. It's fucking crazy. I'm sorry, excuse my language, but it's like, I don't understand.
Do you hold this in the same place as people buying how can I put this that's a PC way that won't like get Rez banned from YouTube?
Please
Like
don't
the young woman who does certain types of art was selling her bathwater. I kind of hold that in the same regard as people buying the sand.
What the fudge are you talking about?
Dude.
Yeah,
I know exactly what he's talking about.
You're gonna have to message me offline because this shit is too wild, bro. Like,
yeah,
no, dude, I know exactly what he's talking about, and I've heard far worse stuff that people will sell. But I understand where they're coming from because you know,
that's the most PC thing I could possibly share right now. I'm not trying to get Rez banned.
What the hell, dude?
Oh yeah, trust me. No, I get what you mean, and I've heard far worse. I've heard far worse and far more disgusting.
What in the world, man? But anyways, there's people out there. Okay, it's real, and you could look at eBay listing of the link I just posted. There's plenty of listings right now of people that are selling, you know, the exact retirement spot where Brady was standing on when he announced the retirement.
Now, I'm not sure if these people realize how this works, but it's almost guaranteed that is not the same exact sand he was standing on when he made that announcement. So you're buying sand from a beach that some person just happened to stand in the general area. It's not the same sand anymore, and you're paying upwards of anything more than $1 is ridiculous to me.
And there's no way to prove that was the sand. I mean, other than
tides. That's definitely not the same sand. Tides are a thing.
Tides are a thing. Oh my gosh!
I just wish I heard.
I have some sand too. I had some sand with Charlie Sheen was doing one of his benders.
See, I knew somebody was gonna throw that question out there. Underage sneaker resellers more obviously.
Fuck them kids.
I think I'm more mad. I think I'm more mad at the fucking people that are actually bidding on that shit. That's the shit that, like, you could be an idiot and like sell a piece of your hair. Like, oh, here's a strand of my hair. No,
there's a sucker born every minute.
But like the person that bids, I just feel sorry for them. Like, why the fuck would you want to bid that?
I kind of respect the hustle of the people who are selling the sand. Fuck them kids though. I hate kid sneaker resellers. But like you said, the people that are buying the sand are not people I would associate with.
Yeah, I just wish
except for Mac. I fuck with Mac.
I just wish I knew about this sooner. I mean, I could have gone to the Jersey Shore, got some sand in the jars, and sold it on eBay and financed a trip to the Super Bowl. That would have been fun.
Yeah.
Damn.
He says that you're facilitating the distribution.
Yeah.
I don't get it, dude.
Tom Brady stand.
People will do some crazy shit, I'm sure. You know, time after time, but it just seems to get more ridiculous and ridiculous.
No, dude. It's not, uncommon because you remember the bag of, or was it a bag of air at Kobe's last game? Do you remember that?
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like, what is
A bag of air?
What is the most ridiculous thing though that you have seen? I mean, within reason, guys. Like I get it. There's.
I was gonna say I can't say it. I don't want to get you in trouble.
All right, message me offline, and I'll have to look at it later. But.
Yeah, that'll be for your own entertainment.
Yeah, so that's kind of the funny story I had tonight, man, for that portion of it.
That was ridiculous.
There is a part that I do want to focus on the live, and it's regarding some shoes. So
ooh, here we go.
There is a
sneakers,
pair of
not
shoes,
Snickers. Sneakers.
Not
Snickers.
There is a pair of shoes that's floating around in the market, and due to copyright and stuff, I don't want to share my screen just because I want to monetize this live. But I will post the link to see the shoes, and you guys can take a look at it. It's like the current trend today. This shit is wild because I really don't understand. I mean, I get where it's from, but I just don't understand how people are taking this seriously.
We were just talking about this the other day at work. That's funny.
It's some wild shit because it's so for those of you who don't know, it is based off of an anime called Astro Boy, and they are a brand called Mischief, MSCHF abbreviated, released these boots that are based off of the character Astro Boy. So I don't know if you know what the character looks like, but I would recommend Googling the image. Just type in Astro Boy, and he's an anime character, and he's wearing boots. He wears these red boots, which are basically in the picture, if you guys could see it. But I don't understand. I don't understand what the fashion is with it. Call me old, but I really just can't imagine
for a little bit of context on the brand. This is the same brand that made the Lil Nas X Devil shoes.
Oh, okay. All right.
So they make a bunch of funky shoes. Like they did like their take on Vans, where it's like all wavy and stuff. They did the Lil Nas X Devil shoes. I think they made the Angel shoes as well. They made the Gob Stompers, which the whole draw of that shoe is it looks like just a regular like shoe, but if you wear them and like skate with them or whatever, eventually the top layer like peels off and it's a bunch of different colors and stuff underneath.
Mm-hmm.
So it's supposed to be like an everlasting Gob Stopper from Willy Wonka. Like they make like a bunch of just crazy like random shoes and stuff. So like it's within their brand, but it's still ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense with the track record that you were stating because the Gob Stoppers are a very loud shoe. I've seen those. The Lil Nas X one's like that's another crazy shoe, and it just continues. My thing is though, like looking at people wearing these because I've only seen people wear them in pictures and videos. I haven't seen like a person in my area wearing them. I would imagine they're going for a crap load of money, and they're basically a boot. There's no shoelace. There's nothing to tie, nothing to, strap on. It's just literally you just put it on. I saw this one video of a guy who was trying to take them off and he could not.
Yep, I saw that video. I saw that on TikTok.
I saw that video.
Having like his homies like trying to pull him off his foot, and he just couldn't get him out.
Yeah,
and it's just like it's crazy to me because like I always feel like with these trends they change constantly, but like it seems to be like every trend just seems to get like more over the top. Like we've seen
old, it's not meant for us anymore.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, I think we're just at that point now where we're just too old to like go with the trends, you know, because like, you know, we all saw the styles, you know, we saw the styles from like the 80s, you know, moving on to the 90s with the vibrant colors and loud, you know, animal prints, and then, you know, you go on to the 2000s era with the baggy, you know, clothes and jerseys.
I love my Zubaz.
And then now, you know, you have the skinny jean era, and then now you have like this era, and I just don't like. It's just like we're getting old.
Yeah.
You know, we're getting older.
This is the existential crisis portion of the live, folks.
It makes me feel like, man, I don't know how much longer I could be a part of this shit, because it's like it's crazy.
I disagree with this. I don't think it's us getting old. It's like the young generation getting dumber. It's like, who the hell's gonna? How the hell are you gonna wear this?
But that's the thing, though. People are spending money on this type of stuff,
like good money.
Yeah, exactly. And it makes me like just scratch my head. And I get it. The same narrative could be like for us. Like, oh, dude, look at these guys spending money on all these jerseys. They're not even fans of the team and blah blah blah. Like it's gonna be the same argument. But at least for the stuff that we wear, you know, at least we know, you know, or we know what it's about, or we experience some sort of like significance to it. Because I can guarantee you, a bunch of these people that are wearing these boots probably never even seen Astro Boy or knew.
They don't even know what Astro Boy is.
So
yeah.
Did you see the Jordan ones that are retailing for $1,500?
Yes, I have. What is it? The wings?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
$1,500.
There's a whole collection of them, right?
I think it's only. It might be a collection, but I know they've shown 2 so far. There might be more of them though.
Yeah, Mighty, we're gonna have to get you a pair.
Oh no.
We'll get you $1,500 pair of Jordans.
Oh,
everyone's on.
The Astro Boy shoes. No, I'm good. I'm good with those.
We're gonna have to get you a pair. You can wear it with your MB jersey.
No, that's bad combo wombo right there. That's it.
That is the greatest combo wombo. What do you mean?
Come on, Adam. You get a lot of those different looking shoes. I mean, I can see you rocking the Astro Boys.
No, because they're not made for fat people. That was a skinny dude who had a hard time pulling it off. My cap wouldn't even fit through the top.
So they retail for $350. So they're coming out on February 16, 2023. And they're basically, I believe they're a unisex shoe. I think they're both for men and women. So,
not for fat people, though.
But who's looking at like an Astro Boy cartoon or whatever and says, those boots?
You know what? Honestly, though, I think it might be a play for the cosplaying market.
It could be. I mean,
yeah, it could be.
It could be.
Because I see that.
I can see people wearing them at those like, you know, anime conventions or whatever.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's like, what?
I could definitely see that. You know, so if you're at an anime convention, you're cosplaying as a character. Yes.
You're cosplaying as Astro Boy. You got the real boots there.
Exactly.
Do they have like rocket propellers? Can you fly with those too?
Nah, listen, you gotta listen. That's like drip at an anime convention. Like that's the next wave. Just dripping all over the place.
That gets all the talk.
You know what's crazy? You're probably gonna see athletes like before a game. You know how they walk.
Oh, you know that's happening.
Oh, Kyle Kuzma's definitely wearing a pair of those.
Yeah, you're probably gonna see somebody wearing them. You might see Jalen Hurts wear them maybe before this.
Kyle Kuzma's definitely gonna be rocking him with.
I'm about to say Kuzma with his big
3 feet long,
big sweater and the Astro Boys on.
You just never know, you know, or you might see Mahomes with one. Who knows? You know, you just don't.
Jackson, maybe. I don't think Pat will wear those.
GTC says those boots are the stupidest shit I've ever seen in the sneaker. There's some wild shit in the shoe game.
Hey, listen, there's a pair of Adidas sneakers that they did that have a teddy bear attached to them. Those are kind of dumb.
Scots, yeah.
I mean, I kind of want them, but they're dumb.
I'm not gonna lie. The Jeremy Scotts, they made that one. You know, the one with the gorilla on it. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I was like, I could never wear this shit. This is too gaudy for me.
Yeah, I don't want to walk. I mean, like I said, Loki, I kind of want them, but
wow, he already wore them. Shit, can't wait to see PJ Tucker walking on the floor.
Oh, you know that's gonna come.
Yeah, PJ Tucker is a big shoe guy.
PJ Tucker has the best sneaker collection probably of all time, besides like Baby D and Fat Joe.
Yeah, I remember when he was a Rocket, he was showing his collections. Like, oh my goodness,
he's got a lot.
Dude, he's got some of the best ones for sure.
All right, so I want to dedicate a quick segment to the Super Bowl because obviously it's coming up.
No, we're not doing this, Rez. We're not doing this.
Just for the sake of Neil, because I know that's what he's waiting for. So I want to touch on this and just kind of give him his his time to shine a little bit. But obviously, I can just see Adam's face. He's like, "Fuck."
Neil, keep it under 5 minutes, please. Please, just give me that.
You had your time, Adam. Now that you're back at the kitty table.
Oh my God!
The adults are in the Super Bowl.
All right, so we know, right? Like,
Rez, I love you, man, but I hate you so much right now.
I gotta give the people what they want, man.
One person wants it. That's who wants it. One fucking person. So, all right, it's the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles. They're going to be playing this Sunday, for a Super Bowl, and it's John, don't encourage him. The Chiefs' regular season record was 16-3, and the Philadelphia Eagles was also 16-3. So it's going to be one close game. I think it's going to be a slobber knocker. I think it's going to be one of those games where it's going to go pretty much either way. But I just want to get everybody's thoughts and opinions on it. I know Eagles, probably arguably one of the best defensive teams in the league this season. Took out a bunch of teams, including my 49ers.
And the Niners can't stop whining about it, too, all week.
No way!
Why are they still talking?
You know what it is? I'll tell you this. Third string quarterback. That's why.
Look, they were foolish enough not to have 3 active quarterbacks in the playoff game. And they lost to a better team in the team's building. And yet they still say, well, if this didn't happen, we would have won. No, you wouldn't have won. You lost 31-7. If they would have lost on a last second field goal,
Brock wasn't in there, damn it,
or something, I can understand. They got their asses beat. Okay, they came in here. They wanted a fight. The Eagles gave them a fight. We won the game. The Niners just need to go home and stop the complaining. Just stop it. Stop it. You're not in the Super Bowl. Your players need to stop being interviewed on ESPN or NFL Network. It's not about the 49ers anymore. It's about the Eagles and the Chiefs.
How dare you?
But they got to still
keep the same energy, Neil.
I always keep the energy out.
How freaking dare you? Cleveland 49ers. What's up?
What's up? I'm saying they're a proud franchise, right? They were the team of the 80s. They have, 5 Lombardis. They don't need – I mean, they're making themselves look silly. I mean, they really look foolish right now. You got Ayuk talking. You got today Debo was talking. I mean, just go away. You guys lost. The Bengals aren't talking. Okay, you got it's over. The better team won. We're in the Super Bowl.
Here's my quick hot take on this, right? Okay. From my stance as a 49er faithful, right? My stance on this is if obviously this is you can't look back because what's done is done. History has been written. But if Brock Purdy stayed healthy that game, I still firmly believe that you guys would have won the game. Very close, though. Not the way we lost. I think what it is, Neil, is that we just can't accept the fact we lost the way we lost. Like, I know we got our asses kicked. We got our asses handed to us, left and right. Like, you guys are you own that game. beginning until end. But there's always going to be that what if situation. And I get it. I get it. What's done is done. I get that aspect. But I think with the Niners 12 straight victory, you know, after, you know, Purdy came in, you know, sub for Jimmy and Trey and, you know, all our starting quarterbacks, it was almost like this didn't feel real. It almost felt like a bad dream and you just wanted to wake up from it. I tip my hat off to you guys. I think the better team did win. Like you said, I'm not arguing that. But I don't think it should have ended like that. By no means should it have ended like that. And it did, unfortunately. But you know, like I think what it is just fans can't accept it because of the way it ended. Not necessarily that you know, because you guys whooped us and we were asking for it, because you know, we were like, I was like, yeah, let's go, you know, clip them wings and all that, you know, just the friendly banter. But it's just not the way to end a season, like, because there's going to be so many questions. Well, if this happened, if that didn't happen, then it would have ended, you know, like, I don't know, just it's hard to swallow it like that.
I get it. I mean, look, if anyone understands disappointment, it's me. I've been through so much disappointment with these teams over the years, so I know. And I know when you lose, when guys get hurt, and you feel like it wasn't complete. I get that. I mean, I'm a Sixer fan. I see this every year in the playoffs. So I get that, but I just think, and I'm not talking about the faithful, I'm talking about the players. They got to just shut up because they're just not looking good. And this is going to carry over until next season. I mean, people don't forget these things, you know, so we'll see. But as it comes to the Super Bowl and the two teams who are in the Super Bowl, I do think it's going to be a good game. I think at the end of the day, I think you have two pretty even teams playing each other. I think you also have a celebration of the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl. You have the Eagles that are in there and as currently constructed. You have Andy Reid and the coaching staff who was here years ago. You have the Kelsey brothers. You have the running back from Kansas City who's a local guy, went to Rutgers. You have a lot of ties to like the Eagles and Philadelphia in this game. So I think it's an exciting thing for me, you know, in that respect. I also think that even though we do have two very even teams, I think it's going to come down to turnovers. And I know I'm an Eagles fan, and you know, you guys can take this for a grain of that Brady sand, but in a jar. But I think it's going to come down to turnovers. The Eagles are not a giver. You know, the Eagles aren't very loose with the football. They don't turn the ball over a lot. Jalen Hurts is not a guy who throws a lot of interceptions. And for as great as Patrick Mahomes, and he is great, he does throw some interceptions. And I think at the end of the day, it could come down to the team that turns the ball over more. And that team, I believe, will be Kansas City, because the Eagles do have a ferocious pass rush. The Eagles also have a very good offensive line that are going to protect Jalen from the Kansas City rush. The Eagles have a better secondary than Kansas City. The Eagles have a better defense than Kansas City. And when you have two even teams going at it, it's going to come down to the quarterback. It's going to come down to turnovers. And in my estimation, and the Eagles are going to win a close game because they won the turnover battle at the end. And, you know, whether some might like it or not, I'm going to be happy on Sunday night. Slim's going to be happy here on Sunday night. We're going to celebrate this thing. And next week, I'm going to be at another parade for the first time in 5 years. And I'm going to get another damn ring. Let's go.
No.
Go Birds.
That's right.
No.
Okay.
No, not going to happen.
You just have to deal with it, Adam.
No.
Revelation is here.
Super Bowl food.
Eagles,
Okay,
Phillies.
let's talk about
Yeah,
that.
let's talk about that. It's something I can get excited about.
That's
Food.
something I can get excited about too. Super Bowl food. So, Mighty, what's the spread going to be like at the Mighty Kingdom on Sunday?
I honestly don't know. My main goal is, it's tradition. I got to get the Lee's Hoagie House. I got to get my Lee's Hoagie, whether it's Saturday, whether it's Sunday. I got to get it. It's the biggest thing that I have. You know, it's like if it's a big game, it's Lee's. So I'm thinking if we get Lee's on Saturday, Slim and I, then we're going to have to figure something out for Sunday. And I don't really know how much I'm going to do here, because The Eagles are playing. And I just want to be zoned in on the TV. I don't even know. I remember in Super Bowl 52, I mean, I had a thing of Mountain Dew on the thing in front. I didn't even finish that bottle. I was just in tune. I was so nervous, that all exciting, all the emotion that came out of that thing. I didn't eat anything during the game. I just had this bottle of Mountain Dew sitting on the table, and the thing, I didn't even finish it. That's how crazed I was about that game. I'm just happy I filmed myself the last, part of that fourth quarter, so I got my reaction to that on YouTube. So I really don't know if I'm going to do that much food-wise. I think that the main plan is we're going to kind of eat before the game, because we're just going to be, I mean, it's different, Rez, and you guys know it's different when your team's in the game. You're not thinking about these other things that kind of, maybe you do when they're not. You're just kind of there with your feet up. Maybe you don't have great rooting interest. Maybe you're doing the block pulls. Maybe you're, whatever, this or that, but you're not really looking at it as a fan. When you're looking at the game as a fan, you're reacting as a fan. So all that secondary stuff really isn't, it's not a big part of it. It just isn't.
Nah, after like the fourth or fifth one, I was more worried about the food.
I'm just excited, man.
Yeah, I mean, Wendy's before the game. I don't know. I just
had Wendy's for dinner.
Something simple.
Can I tell you what my mom's making every year for the Super Bowl, man? My mom always makes me some enchiladas.
Ooh.
Spicy, man. I'm telling you. I'm excited, man, this year.
I'm gonna try to hit up like probably a local pizza and wing spot, because I feel like every Sunday, football Sunday, pizza and wings, man, you can't go wrong. They're so good.
I think I'm gonna try and get Bonchon.
Bro, Bonchon is so expensive, dude. Like,
bro, it's the fucking Super Bowl.
Gosh. Huh?
He's so great,
bro.
You can afford it.
Bro, it's fucking Bonchon. Yo, if you're gonna be spending that kind of money, man, your team better fucking be in the Super Bowl too. Because I'm looking at.
No, man, I have literally no rooting interest in this game. I fucking hate the Chiefs. I fucking hate the Eagles. I'm more worried about me getting my delicious fill of Bonchon.
Wow. I mean, Bonchon's good. I'm not gonna argue that.
Adam, are you gonna do any are you gonna do any bets before this game? Or are we gonna see if you have to sing the fight song or something? Because
that went really well last time. Not because I lost, but just because I was so fucking drunk I couldn't remember the words to the fucking song.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that was so bad. I watched that back recently and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? How drunk was I?
Yeah, nah, hey man, like I said, if I just hope one day that my Niners could win a Super Bowl and I could experience it, because I was too damn young in '94 when they won against the Chargers. I just didn't know what the fuck was going on, but
well, you need one for the Niners.
Hopefully one day.
Big John needs one for the Bears.
Since you mentioned that,
needs one for the Raiders.
Marty, since you mentioned the Bears,
what my top liver? What, I don't need one?
Well, you've already had 6, so I mean,
Yes, we have. Yes, we have.
You didn't get 7 though.
So, Mighty, I'm gonna tell you right now, I can give a shit about your spread. You can eat a fat ass shit sandwich so as long as the Eagles flat on there.
Haters gonna hate.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! 94. I know. That's the year that I was like, I just remember my dad like screaming at the television screen. like I just remember, and then I remember when they won, like my dad like took us all out. He took my brother and sister out and he bought us all this food. We're like, is this somebody's birthday? Like, what's going on?
Dude.
I was too young to know about it. But yeah, no, 94 was glorious. And we played a hell of a game. That's when Dion was there, Ken Norton, and all those guys. And I believe Bryant Young was a rookie that season, if I'm not mistaken. So that was one hell of a thing. But I'm tired of hearing the stories. I want to make my own stories.
Rez, can I ask you a question as a Niners fan real quick?
Yeah, what's up?
Why the fuck didn't the 49ers even offer Dion a contract after that year?
Yeah, they let him get to Dallas.
I think it was
he did an interview and he was like, why didn't you resign with the 49ers? He's like, they didn't even offer me a fucking contract.
I don't know, man. I mean, I know Bartolo, like, at the time, like, it's probably doing some shady shit, you know? Like, it boggles my mind, too. Like, I never really knew why he left and went.
I mean, he won Defensive Player of the Year that year, right?
I believe he did, yeah.
Yeah. There's a great documentary, too, the Tale of Two Cities, about the Niners and the Dallas rivalry.
Yeah.
Really is something. But they go into pretty good detail about that 94 team, and they went loaded for bear that season because they didn't want to lose to Dallas again.
He said they opened the vault the season before.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then they had to pay those receipts. That's part of the reason why they couldn't bring Dion back.
I mean, it happens, you know.
I mean, they won.
It's kind of like like what the Warriors did last season. You know, they had all these players, but they couldn't just keep everybody, you know, because their salaries were high. So they had to like extinguish some of these contracts and be like, okay, we're gonna have to get rid of this. But you know, there's always that one season where if it's right, you know, capture the lightning in the bottle. But sometimes you just can't get lightning in a bottle twice. You know, it's like
Neil.
Well, I mean, to be honest, the Eagles did give a lot of one-year deals to some players who might not be here after this year. So it's, hey, you go for it now. You go for it, and the Eagles are not where the Rams were. The Rams gave up a ton of draft capital and everything.
Yeah, the Rams
last season,
that up.
you know, talk about going all in for 1 year for one run, and they won, but now they're going to be screwed for another, you know, however long.
Yeah, Ricky Waters
at least
to the Eagles
didn't do it.
After,
I mean,
right?
The Eagles did it pretty shrewdly. I mean, they didn't give up a lot of draft capital. In fact, they gained draft capital where they have the Saints first round pick in one of the deals that they made. So they've been very smart about how they've done things. And a lot of the players that they got on offense are young and they have decent contracts ahead of them. So, you know, this isn't the last rodeo for this team. But yeah, they're going to have to make some decisions in the offseason about some of those defensive players.
Sure. Yeah, Max says the game when he came back to Atlanta because they were in the same division then after he was dealt to the Niners and fought Bryson and got back. A pick six was so good. Yeah, I know Rice and Dion were like rivals when they were on opposite teams when he was in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that.
Hey, can I say something, guys, if you don't mind? You know, y'all was talking about the old Super Bowls, man. You know, I was too young to appreciate it, man, back in 07 when I saw the Bears and the Colts, you know, I mentioned it before, man. That was the only time I ever got to see my team play in the Super Bowl, and I was too young to appreciate it. But I will say I was happy to see my man Urlacher in the Super Bowl. But honestly, man, I'm still a bit salty. And speaking of that, man, you know, I think it was a couple days ago, it was the 5-year anniversary of the Eagles, you know, winning it all against the Patriots. Yeah. And you know what's funny?
John, just when I started to like you again.
Today's the 5-year anniversary of the parade.
But since we're talking about that,
What?
It was also the anniversary of my Bears losing to the Colts in the Super Bowl. So I was like, well, on one side, I'm happy the Eagles won. On the other side, I'm reminded of that.
Well, I'll tell you, Big John, I've been an Eagle fan since '92. And, you know, obviously I was way too young for 1980, which was their first appearance in the Super Bowl. And, of course, they lost to the Raiders. So you talk about from 92 to 05, you know, not seeing them. And we came close a few times. Those NFC title game losses, including to Tampa Bay. But you know, but it does build you, I think, as a fan, because you have to go through all that tough time. And it's worth it when you see your team, you know, finally break that ice and get in there. Now, obviously, we lost that game, and then it took until 2017-18 to see them finally win it. So it's well worth it, and the experience, the range of emotions is something I can't even explain. I told Slim we were watching the NFC title game together, and we were both like, you know, this is awesome, but it doesn't feel exactly the way it felt in 2017-18. I said, Slim, that's because that was the first time we won. And we there was all this trepidation and all going into that game because we hadn't done it. And it's like, oh, can they do this? How are they, you know? And then that game, everything that transpired in that game, and that just made it all worth it. So this one feels a little different than that one does because now I've seen them win. I know they're capable of doing it. Whereas before it's like, oh, we're not just gonna go here and lose again, are we? You know, so but once you get it, it makes it all worth it. Trust me, it does.
Since you brought that up, dude, my whole life, I've grown up with people telling me, especially when I lived in Chicago, obviously they still talk about the 85 Bears. And my whole life, I grew up with people telling me about them experiencing the Bears winning it all, against the Patriots. And it's like, man, I want to experience that myself, man. Hopefully one day, I just want to see my team win a Super Bowl. That's all I ask. I'm appreciative. Don't get me wrong. I love Walter Paytons and all them, but I want another Super Bowl, man, in my lifetime. Just one.
Yo, this is like some fucking thirsty ass shit. I just want one. Just give me one. I'm the same way. Trust me, Big John. I know that, and I just want to see one damn Stanley Cup trophy in San Jose. Come on, can we get that? Can we get one, please?
Well, the thing about it, fellas, is you can just go back and look at my reaction. On YouTube, on my YouTube page. At first, it was this just disbelief that we won, and it was like Super Bowl champion. Just felt good saying that, and then my next reaction was to look at the camera and flip it off and say "F you" to everyone who said I'd never see it. F you. I got real into it. Yeah.
Nice.
No, it was all those damn, NFC East rival teams, all those fans, all the time. Well, you're never going to see your team. You're never going to see a ring. You're never going to get a ring. Oh yeah, all right. I had one finger. I put over yet to them.
Yeah, just to answer your question, Angel, I don't see Derek Carr joining the 49ers. I just think that he's not the guy. Like, we have we have two young players right now that are QB position. You have not Derek Carr. You have Trey Lance and you have Brock Purdy.
Whoa. Purdy, if you're going to say his name, you say it right.
BCB. Okay. That's
Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. Shout outs to Paul Heyman.
Paulie.
For putting respect on that name, man. Respect.
ECW.
I felt that way. What are you going to say now? Dude on 4th and 4, instead of taking a chance throwing into coverage, he dirted the ball in the turf. Yeah, I think with the Niners, I think what they got is good. I think what they need though is they need somebody who's still fairly young and who has some experience on their shoulders. I think somebody like a Lamar Jackson would be a good fit for QB position.
That's window shopping if I ever heard it, bro.
No, it really is, because when you look at the QB situation in the league, like who is out there right now, aside from Derek Carr and potentially Aaron Rodgers, like there's not that many people.
So you think Rodgers will get one in front of them?
You don't think your guy's already in the stable?
No. I mean, I think we're good, but I think we need to get someone else. I mean, I think we need to have somebody with the experience who can coach these young quarterbacks. Like I said, with Brock Purdy, like that's an anomaly. To see what he did as a third string quarterback is unreal. Like, I've never seen that. I mean,
do you think he's legit? Do you think Brock Purdy's legit?
I do. I'm convinced. After seeing the 12-game streak that I am convinced that he is somebody to invest money on. With Trey Lance, I think it's still too hard. It's still too hard for me.
He's only played a handful of games.
I wouldn't say bust, because it's not really fair it's not fair on him, for one, because I mean, like, he didn't have much college experience prior to, him getting drafted.
He went to North Dakota
He's
State.
Still way too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's North Dakota State quarterbacks. So you gotta be careful with them.
Yeah,
I do.
I will say this. Last offseason, I remember there was so much talk around here about Rodgers, about Wilson, and the guy was already in our stable. we didn't know exactly what we had in Jalen Hurts. Likable guy, could run, was athletic. We didn't know about the arm, but he worked on it. The things that he needed to work on, being better at reading defenses, the arm strength, the accurate passing, he worked on that. And he, obviously now we're not thinking of any other quarterback. So sometimes it's the guy that you already have. If they can work on those things they have to work on, and if it's meant to be, then there you go. And maybe it is Lance. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you're kind of throwing him off to the side a little too soon. I mean, he lost his job because of injury. I mean, he could come back and be the real deal. You just never know.
I mean, next year will definitely be interesting because I guarantee you Brock Purdy's not coming back next year because he's having Tommy John surgery.
No, I don't see him coming back right away. If anything, if he's going to come back and be like mid-season to like postseason, if the Niners even make it to the postseason. But I think what they should do is take care of him, make sure he gets a full recovery, groom him to be quarterback that we saw and more, because like I said, I think partly what carried Purdy's success was just our offensive line. I mean, we had so many weapons.
Y'all have like brick wall.
Yeah, I mean, like the list fucking goes on. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of
how's their cap space?
I mean, I think we have some money to spend. I mean, Jimmy G's gone.
If I'm thinking on like the pack.
Shanahan said himself, he's like, I don't see any scenario with us moving with Jimmy, so that's already freeing up a cap space right there.
You think they would pony up for like a Lamar Jackson? I know you mentioned his name earlier. You think that might be a possibility, or is that kind of in the clouds thinking?
No, I definitely think that's a possibility considering, what we did, like with the McCaffrey thing. I think it was a blessing.
Yeah,
that was just like, whoa, like Carolina lost in that trade, that whole deal.
Yeah, talk about franchises that can't get it right, huh? Carolina, oh my!
I mean, and I even heard talks with Cam Newton supposedly coming back.
Oh my god!
Way, dude! No, please tell me no.
No way. Speaking of guys that just need to stay away. Oh, oh my!
So I don't know. I don't know what the QB situation's like for the Niners. I do know that Brock Purdy is 100% legit. I'm fully convinced. He has my support. Would I buy his jersey? Absolutely would. I just wouldn't spend the full price on it. But
what about
actually? You know what? I can't talk shit about Cam Newton. I was excited when he was coming here, and then that obviously blew up. But
yeah,
I can't talk shit about Cam Newton.
Well, what about your guys, Adam? Are they set with Mr. Jones there for another year, or
another year? Maybe, probably not. Probably just barely back into the playoffs, if at all. I don't think Mac is going to be the guy to lead us to a Super Bowl.
You guys brought back Bill O'Brien.
Shit.
I mean, I don't know. I don't see it necessarily with him as much as I did. I still think he can be good. I just don't think he'll be like a Super Bowl winning quarterback. We'll probably make the AFC title game a couple times in his career. I just don't see him winning the Super Bowl.
I was shocked.
What about you, POB? Is there any? You think there's any fire behind that smoke with Rodgers? I know he's got his BFF there in Las Vegas.
It's hard to put into words because there's just so many sources, some legitimate, some very unreliable, and it's all over the place. It's not just fire smoke; it's all types of smoke, legal and illegal. But it's hard to comprehend because there's just so much things. Of course, the players, first they're saying that they have reports, then they're saying it's not real, and it's like I really want it to happen because if we're going to get rid of Derek Carr, it'll have to be an upgrade, and Aaron Rodgers is certainly an upgrade. Mm-hmm. And hopefully once he's done with his ayahuasca trip, hopefully we'll see what happens.
And Big John just wants him out of the division.
Yes, that's what
I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
Guess what? You're going to have to worry about Detroit now because Detroit's on the division.
That's right. You go from one team to the other, the mighty Lion.
That's how we felt with Russell Wilson when he left the freaking NFC. Good riddance. Get him out of here.
Right on, Broncos fans.
Yeah,
he's another man. They've been
looking good. Hey,
yeah,
bro, what happened to Russell Wilson? God damn.
He's got, dude. He has like something about him has a. It's almost like he's like the Warriors in Memphis. Like he just has that X factor that where he just has our number all the fucking time. Kind of like with the Warriors.
Yeah.
Memphis, you know.
Yeah, but think about that. He leaves, and Seattle gets to the playoffs with Geno Smith. I mean, who saw that
I mean,
coming?
that was an outlier year. That was an outlier year, Mighty.
That
You know
was
that.
like, yeah, that was definitely an outlier. I think that's like, what the hell? Danny,
Because can you honestly say that you saw that from Geno Smith earlier in his career? No.
Yeah, I did. I loved him when he was with the Jets.
Seattle's going to get their quarterback in the draft. They'll have like a top 5 pick, and there they are making the playoffs, for goodness sakes. Just, hey, credit to them, though.
All right, so we all can agree that it's going to be Go Chiefs this Sunday, right?
Yep.
Go Birds.
But I want to dedicate the one of the last segments here to just wrestling, because I know we are approaching WrestleMania, which is like, basically, for those of you who don't know, non-wrestling fans, WrestleMania is like the Super Bowl of pro wrestling. It's like the biggest stage, grandest stage of them all. And WrestleMania, correct me if I'm wrong, Adam, it's in April, right?
This year, yeah, actually, I think it's April 2nd.
Okay, the day after April 1st. April 1st.
Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta come up with a joke. But but yeah, it's building up to be an interesting thing. Like, again, like I said in previous lives, I don't watch pro wrestling like from beginning till end. I usually just watch snippets of it. But always during like the Royal Rumble time, you know, at Survivor Series, and you know, the build up to WrestleMania is usually when I start watching it again, because that's when things start to really shake up. And it's gonna be in Hollywood this year. It's gonna be in man, I wish I could be there, but I don't have funds to go out there.
Hey, listen, Rez, next year it's in Philly. That's when we all make our way out there.
That would be crazy to fly out all the way there to Philly just to see wrestling. I'd be totally down though. That'd be so dope.
Dude, I'm feeling like realistically, we should somehow figure out a way to set this up.
I mean,
it's fucking perfect.
It's definitely in the works where I'm gonna come out there. Like, I'm definitely gonna come out there. I just don't know.
What better reason do you have to go out there than WrestleMania?
When's WrestleMania?
April 2nd, 2020.
April 2nd this year, and then next year it's probably going to be the end of March, because they kind of alternate between the beginning of April and end of March.
Yeah.
Where is
it's
it?
in Philly. I'm coming.
It's in LA this year. Next year it's in Philly.
Yeah, I'll definitely be at the Philly.
It's going to be at the link, I think.
Yeah, so I went to
they might finally get The Rock than that one.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying that, you know, The Rock was gonna apparently make an appearance and challenge Roman Reigns. You know, for those of you who don't know, Roman Reigns has relationships. He's related to The Rock.
He's had relations with The Rock.
I know, that was I was like, I had to correct myself. But you know, for those of you who don't know, Roman Reigns is pretty much the undisputed champion right now for both SmackDown and Raw. And then
he's also the tribal chief, the head of the table.
Uso, you know, Phil and Usi, and Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn has looks like he turned in his card, because he's like, I'm done with messing with the bloodline, and I want out. So you know, it's a build up that has been building up for quite some time. I don't know what the days are of Roman Reigns being the undisputed champ, but
it's like 827 at this point.
So it's definitely over a year for sure.
It's over 2 years.
2 plus years.
Over 2.
Not often do you see a champ, you know, keep the titles. And I get it, guys. We all know pro wrestling, you know, it's scripted and all that stuff. But it's entertaining. And it draws us back to watching it and just seeing things, because it's a form of art, you know?
Yep.
And I just want to, like, I'm excited to see what's going to happen. But, like, what's your guys' hot takes, like, for the matches?
I want to say something, you know, sorry about the rest. You know, you're talking about wrestling. I'll be honest with you. Like you said, I don't watch it as much. It's usually around Royal Rumble time is when I watch it. And I'll be honest, I've been watching, you know, I got Peacock again. I've been watching a lot of the old school like a lot of ruthless aggression and attitude, and it makes me realize, wow, this is why I'm a wrestling
No,
fan.
they didn't purchase it yet, Rez.
They didn't? I thought they did. Shit.
No, it's still for sale. Vince is staying on until the company's sold, and then he's gone.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, but you know what? I watched Royal Rumble, and honestly, it brought my passion back, man. It was awesome, seeing Cody come back and win the Rumble, seeing Rhea Ripley, I love the work she's doing with Dominic, of course. It's hilarious.
Mommy.
But, I'm loving it all, and of course, Roman and Kevin Owens, what a feud we had there, and Sammy, man, and, Jey Uso, and it's crazy, man. And I love it.
So what do you think because he hasn't showed up in like a couple weeks now, but like, where do you think he is? Like, what do you think they're gonna say, like storyline wise?
I think I know exactly what's gonna happen.
Jey Uso.
Because he hasn't shown up.
No, what's gonna happen is. All right, so what I think is gonna happen is because they have an Elimination Chamber in Montreal. Sami Zayn's fighting Roman Reigns for the title. Jey Uso's they're gonna have their match or whatever. Jey Uso's gonna come in and fuck up Sami Zayn, like screw him over somehow, and then that's gonna set up a tag team title match between Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and the Usos at WrestleMania. That's how they get that done. And then Cody is gonna be fighting Roman Reigns, obviously at WrestleMania. I think what's going to happen is Sami Zayn's going to come out and try and screw over Roman Reigns. He'll get dispatched by like Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso or whatever. And then Jey Uso's going to come out and fuck over Roman. And then Cody Rhodes wins the Universal Championship.
So,
I think that's going to happen.
So then if Cody wins, he's taking both titles or just one?
Yeah. No, it's for both. There was speculation that they were going to try and split up the titles. But the way they're doing it right now, Cody will be the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion.
The way I see it is that Cody's going to win both titles, and I think from after that, at some point, they're going to split the titles. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But
and then I want them to make it the old Winged Eagle title, because that's like kind of Cody's thing. Like he won the Intercontinental Championship in like 2014 or whatever, and brought it back to like the Mr. Perfect style Intercontinental Championship. So I want them to go back to the Winged Eagle because I love that belt. It's like my second favorite belt ever.
Mine too, man. I love
it. My favorite belt was the World Heavyweight Championship gold belt.
Yeah, the big gold belt, right? Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Isn't Judgment Day going up against the Usos?
That already happened.
Yeah.
Oh, it happened already? Shit, I probably.
Yeah. No, it's going to be from what I've been reading and what my own kind of speculation, it's going to be Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Usos at WrestleMania. They'll probably lose the titles because they're taking everything off of the bloodline, because now they're going to have Roman's Island of Relevancy completely fall apart.
That means I need to cop. I need to cop some bloodline merch like ASAP, because that.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
I gotta get me that bloodline snapback so I can wear it with my 49ers shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
We the ones, baby. We the ones.
We the ones.
Rez, since we talking wrestling, bro, I'll tell you something else I'm hyped about, man. WWE 2K23, man, playing war games.
March 12th or something like that?
Yeah. March 17th.
Bro, I've been trying to tell Rez to watch AEW. He don't want to fucking listen.
I saw like I was watching it. Isn't it that shit on Wednesdays? Like
Wednesday night Dynamite and Friday night Rampage.
I got my lives. What the hell? I can't watch AEW shit.
There's a magical invention called DVR, Rez.
Oh my god.
We'll see. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
I was gonna say about WWE 2K23. It looks pretty dope, and I think it's one of the things that Red should get, because I think you'll love the covers of those games.
That's why I was gonna bring it up.
I know. I want that the John Cena one, the cover with the Thugonomics.
I was about to say they're all John Cena, but the Thugonomics one is the one I want to get.
That's the
deluxe edition. Remember that. That's the deluxe edition.
And then they have like the collector's edition is like him, like the Never Give Up one.
Yeah, and then there's the one with him with the spinner belt.
Yeah.
I just want somebody who works at a GameStop to pull it off their shelves, like when they're done promoting that shit, and let me have that little cardboard cover. because I used to know a guy. I used to know a guy at GameStop who would like every time they would finish promoting the game or whatever, he'd be like, "Hey, we're throwing this out. Do you want this?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, we get it." But I don't know him anymore, so you know.
I remember last year's was Rey Mysterio one.
Oh, appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Nice sentiment,
And
but
Very, very nice.
AEW's good. Don't
Lux
disrespect
edition
AEW like that.
All right, guys. Well, yeah, WrestleMania is going to be coming up. If you don't watch it, I highly recommend at least just watch reading up on the reviews because, like I said, WrestleMania is
Some of the best storytelling ever told in WWE. I'm telling you, this whole bloodline thing is the most fascinating story.
The bloodline whole storyline right now, I think, is like fucking art. It's one of the best things that's happened in WWE in a long time.
It's the best story they've had. Austin versus McMahon. Like I'm willing to die on that hill.
You know what?
One more thing though that I do want to kind of get more understanding about too is the whole Lesnar and Lashley thing. I thought we were done with that. Like what?
No, I'm all about it. I want to keep it going.
But I mean, like, what? So what happened? Because like, okay, there's part like I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be missing.
Here's what happened. They had nothing for Brock Lesnar to do, and they were like, okay, Bobby Lashley's another big bastard. Let's just throw them together.
But what's the whole thing with the Hurt business? Like with MVP trying to, is that like still happening or what? Like what's going on?
Kinda, sort of.
I think it's gonna happen. I don't think
they even know.
No, I think it's gonna take Bobby Lashley losing to Brock again for that to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was thinking, I was like, so are they gonna like form the Hurt business and just like wreak havoc on Brock? Like what's going on? Because Brock is, you know, I don't think there's nobody that could join him that's gonna be like, okay, well, we're gonna have his stable versus.
No, Brock Lesnar doesn't need a stable. He literally fucking destroyed the ring with a thing.
What's up, Slim?
Yo!
We got a spot for you. Take the link. Take the link.
Come on.
Take the link. I want to know what you're.
Wait, no, he's not a fucking Eagles fan. We don't need him. Get out of here.
No, more the merrier. It's okay.
Take the link.
Mario, I love that jersey, man.
Thank you. It was the only way I was able to get one was luckily on Fanatics they had the custom version available. So
is the Super Bowl patch, is that stitched on or is it
No, it's pressed on.
Pressed on.
It's a replica, so they never do like stitching on this kind of stuff.
Yeah, closer look at that. Oh, look at that. That's a nice patch.
Wow, Neil camera's really
nice,
good.
man.
I can see all the
yeah.
Never mind.
So basically, what happened for those who don't know, it's been quite the story here that the green jerseys, so this is what they're now they only make the color.
Why did we give more time to talk about the fucking Eagles?
Well, this is jersey related, Adam. So the only ones available when they were available briefly on Fanatics was the green Eagles and the red Chiefs, but they didn't go to the stores. These jerseys never made it out of Fanatics to any stores anywhere where you can purchase them, right? The only ones that are available are the gray, the silver, whatever they are, the fan jerseys. Yeah. Those are the ones that are everywhere. And there's been a big uproar, like, why aren't the green, at least here, why aren't the green Eagle jerseys with the patch? Why can't we get them? So they never quite explained exactly why they didn't get orders of them in. There may have been something with the process of that or what have you. But I heard today that they said, well, we're waiting. If the Eagles win the Super Bowl, then we'll get them in. Like,
the fuck?
Okay. I don't know. This is the first time I've ever seen anything like this. So
don't they put that thing like where after the Super Bowl, the losing team, all this stuff gets donated to whatever? So they clearly have backstock.
Yeah, I mean, I grabbed this when I saw it available, customizable, and I got Brandon Graham, longtime Eagle, got his customized. They only had 3X's left as the size, so I said, all right, whatever. At least I get one, and I'm glad I got this because they're just not available, and it is what it is.
Hop on, come on, we got one spot,
and Slim got one a different way too. Yeah,
no. So I want to end this week's live with Jersey Talk. I know we're talking about Jersey right now, but pickups. What's everybody's? You guys have any recent pickups? Is there anything that you guys are currently working on in terms of pickups? Because I know we're all collectors here, and you know what? It doesn't even have to be jerseys. It could be anything that you're looking to pick up or whatever.
I just picked up. Well, no, go ahead, John.
Oh, sorry, man, but I actually got something coming in. I want to say next month or so. I got a custom coming in, so I'm pretty excited.
Ooh. Nice.
It's another rod.
You gonna say what it is, man? That's a tease.
It's another Rodman. I already said it, man.
It's the Pistons, Rodman. I
right.
I see.
I already got the Pistons one.
Yeah, I recently just picked up something good too. Oh, that is sweet right there.
Too sweet, man.
Fire.
And
I thought that was Isaiah for a second. That 10 looked like an 11.
like,
oh shit! Yeah, I need to get Isaiah too in the collection. Right now, I'm working on my Rodman.
That's dope.
I picked up a vintage Nike Rewind jersey. It's a Seattle Supersonics Ray Allen.
Oh, yellow one.
Those. Yeah.
Yeah, and dude, it's
Are those the ones
crazy.
That made, like, terry cloth?
Huh?
Are those the ones that are made like the washcloth material?
No, not that one. It's a true swingman.
You're talking about Defunct.
Yeah, no, it's a vintage retro night line, and it's for a jersey, because those jerseys fade, right? It is still super clean. I'll put pictures on them later, but dude, it is a dope jersey, and I got it for like less than $20.
Nice.
Yeah, that's dope. I love the rewinds. I actually have I think I have that Ray Allen rewind you're talking about, but mine is the Reebok Authentic.
No, it's way different. It is way different.
Gotta send me pictures so I could verify it. But
I will.
One jersey that I regret getting rid of was probably my Carmelo Anthony Denver Nuggets Hardwood Classic with the.
Oh, I wanted that jersey.
Yeah.
The David Thompson. Yeah, I used to have that jersey, and it was a size 48 if I'm not mistaken. And I got rid of it. Now that jersey's damn near impossible to find.
I would have paid you good money for that one.
I think you asked me about it before, right? Like,
yeah, a long time ago, and you said you got rid of it already. So I'm like, shit.
Yeah, I don't even remember. I don't even remember like half the time. Like I remember when I started getting back into jerseys, everybody was asking me like, "Oh, you sold me this. You sold." I was like, "I did." Like I don't even remember who I sold it to, and I just gave it up like cold turkey. Like I was like, boom, 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 and now there's like all these jerseys I'm looking for again, and I can't find them. Can't find them in my size, or I can't find them for the right price, and it's just crazy. Like looking at all the FOMOs and stuff. But yeah, my t-shirt addiction, guys. That's it's the
first step in your road to recovery is admitting you have a problem.
I do have a problem because how can I wear all this shit if I have all these jerseys? It's like I gotta pick one or the other, and it's kind of hard because it's like trying to pick your favorite kid. Like,
nah, here's what you do: buy a bunch of baseball jerseys, just wear that shit open with the vintage t-shirt underneath. There you go.
I like it. And that's gonna require me spending more money and make more.
Yeah, now he has to get more jerseys and shirts.
Or I could wear the shirt under the jersey, and then when
that's what I'm saying.
Pull it off. Okay,
there you go.
No, but here, let me show you my latest t-shirt right here, and I do want.
Oh boy!
I do want to give a huge shout outs to this brand because they actually gifted me a couple things. So big shout outs to my homie Justin over at 5Tenko for this beauty.
Oh, okay. That's dope.
No, sweet.
Here's the front, here's the back. So
bro, why?
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Why get me low key considering like getting into this shit?
Bro, you have to get into this shit. There's no other
I don't
way,
have
bro.
fucking money, Raz.
You have to get into it. Come on, there's no other freaking way, bro.
Dude. Oh, Rez.
Yeah.
Bruh. Like I told you, if I ever find out they make a Dusty Rhodes vintage T-shirt, I'm getting that shit. I don't give a fuck. I'll pay retail. I'll pay double retail. I don't give a damn.
Oh, man.
Probably have. So
You'll
I
pay-
told
you'll
myself.
pay Brady's sand prices to get one of those.
Hey, listen, worth it. I can actually use it unlike those fucking morons.
I mean, here's the thing, guys. This is where it's getting dangerous now because I told myself I wasn't if I were to buy these like shirts, they'd only be of wrestlers, and now I'm starting to get into like the athlete side of it now, and I'm like, okay, this is starting to get a little dangerous because now I'm starting to get players T-shirts that have their jerseys. I'm like,
gonna have to build a house out of all those fucking T-shirts.
So, yeah, no, like the shirts are addicting, guys, and they're good quality and they're big boy friendly. So, not trying to sell
Don't
it.
say that. Don't say that.
Big boy friendly.
Big boy friendly. Okay.
Don't say that, Rez. Come
Alrighty.
on.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
come on,
you,
man.
You're supposed to be like, no, don't buy all these.
they got your name written all over it, Adam.
No,
And
they
I'm
don't.
sure-
Shut up.
I'm sure there's a Dusty Rhodes one somewhere
Uh,
with your name all over
I
it.
can't. No, man. I just dropped a lot of money on some OG Kobe 5, so I can't spend anything right now.
Lies.
Oh, man.
No, I don't know if I should show this shirt to you guys because you're gonna be like,
Uh-oh.
wow.
You're gonna
No, you have
raise
to show
Adam
it now.
Roll.
You can't tease that.
Should I
Is
show
it
it?
Ariana Grande? It's Ariana Grande, isn't it?
Oh,
I'll share it. I'll share it. Give me a second here. My shit's fucking crazy. Hold up.
I'm gonna
Oh,
say
yeah,
it's either John
camera off.
Cena or I don't know. What's another dope one? I don't know.
All right. I was gonna actually post this earlier, but I didn't have time. But I'm gonna share with you guys right now. This is by far the best T-shirt that I have seen of this player, and I know some of the guys in the room are like, "That's a fucking dope ass shirt."
bro.
Oh,
Yo, what the fuck?
ah,
Yeah.
This shirt,
Mamba.
bro.
Bro.
I'm not even like.
ah.
Oh
Rez,
my
I
god,
was
that is
just looking at
fucking
this shirt
Hold up.
beautiful.
yesterday.
I'm not done. I'm not done.
No, now we have to see the back.
Here's the back. Here's the back.
Yes,
Bam!
bro.
Bro.
I was
Oh
just looking at
my!
this yesterday.
What was the damage on that?
I can't say.
Yeah, that's quite a few jars of Brady sand right there.
Yeah, that's Brady Sam money right there.
So this shirt, man, I'm telling you, yo, RIP to Kobe, man. I know
Yeah,
I'm not the biggest Kobe fan, but when
I'm
I
not
saw
either,
this
but that
shirt,
shirt is dope.
when I saw this shirt, I was like, I'm fucking buying this shit. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get this, I'm gonna wear this shit, and I think it's a great shirt, man. Just like look at these designs, bro.
Rez, get a Lakers shoot around shirt, leave that button unbuttoned, boom. There's a fit right there.
Yeah.
Ah,
No. See, now you're fucking enabling me. Don't do that.
he needs to
Bro.
get Laker gear.
Bro, you have
Oh,
to do that.
POV came on camera for that one.
Woo!
Yeah, what do you got?
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Bro, that shirt
OG
would have been
Kobe
perfect
5.
for
Bro,
you.
Rez, there's the fit.
See,
Oh,
yes.
Do it.
that shirt would have been perfect for you, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, like I said, man, these shirts, they're fucking addicting.
No kidding.
They're addicting because they're like shirts that you don't see at your store. You can't buy them at stores first and foremost. You know, two, the fit, they're very big boy friendly. And I'm not just saying this to make a sale. Like they really fit big people, like myself included. And just the
Shut up,
quality.
size 50 ass.
I'm telling you, the quality of these shirts are amazing. And Neil, like I said, I've seen plenty of Eagles ones. you know, like all I can say is that wow, like if just get one and just
there may come a day.
I have my mouth covered right now. Fuck, I gotta get this.
I know they look really good. I mean, Rez, if I ever get one, I'm going to call it the Rez because there's no other person that I would have been inspired to get. Rez is like Mr. Shirt with these things, right? So I never say never. I'm just not I'm a huge like t-shirt, you know, like I got to grab the shirt. So we'll see. You know, never say never. Maybe I'll grab one, you know, of the, you know, when the timing's right. But they do look very nice. I like that Kobe one. That's for sure.
I'm telling you, is and not to give some knowledge out here, but there's somebody in the chats that's thinking of jumping on that train too, and I'm not gonna say who.
Oh,
is it the Candyman?
Oh,
I'm not saying nothing.
Candyman.
There's people that are catching on to it, and they're starting to.
It's gonna be seen.
What? I know who it is. Why is he doing this now?
All right.
Why is he doing this now? God damn it!
How do they run? They run slightly oversized. So I think if you want like your standard t-shirt size, I highly recommend going a size down from what you normally wear. Do keep in mind though that these shirts are 100% cotton. Most of them have already been pre-shrunk, but you got to read the description because these are all from different people that I purchased from. So they're different brands, and I found all of these through Instagram. Fucking Instagram, just always get me damn sponsored pages.
All right, let's start talking about the Eagles again because I want to move on from this subject because this is going to cost money.
It's gotten that bad, has it, Adam? You're really thinking about these shirts
because it's going to cost me money, Rez. That's why.
I have one more. I have one more to share with you. No, one more. Hold on, one more.
Yo, for real, bro, I'm still waiting on my first order from True.
My wallet's yelling at me already, and I haven't even touched it yet.
The wallet's gonna kick your ass.
Yeah, no shit. I'm gonna have to buy the fanciest fucking refrigerator box I can find after I start getting into this shit.
They're gonna take that from me too.
All right, this is the last shirt I'm gonna share with you guys. Okay. And it's from the same brand, the Kobe. So, because Mac insisted that I share that,
oh boy,
it's only right.
Oh, I think I know. Here,
but this one, pure art. Look at this.
I knew it.
I can't look at it.
Oh.
I can't look at it.
Oh, that's one of those Boston teams, Adam.
I can't look at it. I can't look at it. No, put it away.
Here's the back.
Put it away.
Here's the back hit. Here's the back hit.
Oh no!
I can't look at it. No, put it away.
Oh, look at that, Adam.
Nope.
Look at it, Adam.
No.
My goodness.
No.
Oh
yes.
This is like Bird Box. No.
It's Mr. Celtic. It's a Boston legend.
Oh no,
Larry Legend.
Do me like this, bro. Come on, I thought we was homies.
Yep.
Bird.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Man, man, Adam, how can you not have that one? That that shirt might as well have a picture of Adam on it too.
No. Red.
My only regret, because they had so when they released that Bird, they had a Magic Johnson one, but I didn't pick up the Magic Johnson one. It was either that or Kobe, and I was like, I gotta go with Kobe because I saw Kobe play. I never got it. I mean, with Bird. Bird is one of my favorite players, believe it or not. He's one of my favorite like players that played before my time and stuff like that. You know, I was just so fascinated with him, you know, being the guy that he was and what he did, you know, from French League, but like. Yo, like, how could you not love the fucking designs on those shirts? My God. They're just so...
I do love them, Rez, and that's the fucking problem.
Huh?
I do love them, and that's the problem.
Bro, I'm telling you, all it takes is one shirt, and you're locked in, bro.
Yeah, no. Don't tell me that.
Hey, Rez, quick question. For those shirts, is it strictly just sports people?
No, that's the scary part. because they
but
do
there's more.
they do like a lot. It's like depending on who it is. First and foremost, they do a lot of music ones. So
Have you
there's
seen
lot
a
of,
Prince
like,
one?
Huh?
Have you seen a Prince one?
I have not seen a Prince one.
Oh, good. Okay.
If I do,
I
I
would
will
be
let
interested in a Bruno Mars
No,
one.
don't
Bruno
let me
Mars
know.
would be a good one.
stories.
Don't
Yeah,
let me
no,
know.
You got. I have not. If I seen a Pistol Pete one, I'm buying that shit. I don't
Bro,
care.
I'm buying that shit. What the
I'm
fuck you
buying
mean?
that shit.
That's my favorite player that I never got to see.
Yeah, Pistol and Bird. Like, yo, those are the two, and they both played in the Celtics. So shit.
Yeah, they did.
But yeah, man, no, they're different brands. I saw. Sorry, I didn't highlight all the comments, but in terms of oh yeah, I already answered that. The sizing, like I said, always go off that. Refer to the size charts. It's very important. You know, most of these shirts are pre-cured, meaning that they've already been through a process. They call them vintage wash. So for those who don't know, vintage wash is kind of like they basically treat the shirt to where it's been washed already, and it almost looks like it's from that of, you know, that era or a long time ago. It's just they fit like today's, you know, or not today, but like more modernized. They call them wrap bootleg tees because they're a little bigger. They're more oversized, so they are big boy friendly. I'm gonna be doing videos of these very soon, and I'm gonna be doing more in-depth reviews of these shirts. I know they're t-shirts, but there's a lot of things that you guys should know about the shirts before purchasing.
I'm gonna have to unsubscribe from you, bro. God damn.
Fuck that. Hell no, you're not. You're gonna see that shit whether you like it
You're
or
gonna
not.
break Adam sooner or later.
That's right.
He's gonna
You're
get
like that
shirts.
shit. Yeah, no, there's a lot of music ones. So I've seen Wu-Tang. I've seen a lot of, I've seen Tupac. I've
Putting
seen
it over the top.
No, God, no.
Rez.
Why you have to say Pac?
I'm gonna go from the Jersey guy to that shirt guy from Boston.
Oh shit! What the fuck? God damn it!
I want to show you more, but I can't because I don't want to show all my shit. Like I've already showed you like what to expect with these shirts. I'm telling you, and I got another fire one that's coming in too, and you Philly fans appreciate it. I will say this.
Is it
not sure
accent?
but they do take. Oh, that's another thing. They do take time to order to come in. So if you do order, a lot of times this stuff is made to order, so it is pre-order. So if you want your shit right away, you're gonna have to wait. But trust me, the wait is worth it.
Do they do pay in full for Neil?
they do pay.
Oh no.
No
So-
boy. Now we're in my territory.
Paid for.
And Angel says there was a custom Dennis Rodman custom in Bria Supermarket. That's what's up.
Oh,
Yeah, I see a lot of Rodman shirts too.
I'm
Expanding
gonna get
the
some of them
rivalry.
now we're
Ooh.
talking.
No, you're not.
Expanding the
Mac, no, you're
rivalry
not. I'm not allowing it.
line.
No, I'm not
He's
allowing it.
expanding, ladies
No,
and
not happening. I can't. You can't do me like this, Mac.
We need both of
Ready
these
for the
Stoudemire
affirmative.
shirts, man. Before there's any shirts, we need
No,
both
I can't share
Stoudemire
anymore.
jerseys to come in.
I've already showed you too many. I can't share anymore. That's it for tonight, man. But yeah, like I said, you know, just if you guys consider it, if you guys want links, hit me up.
Nope.
I have a whole list of things where, you know, these places are looking to get your money. So
Adam wants every link.
I don't want any link.
Every single link. Just even if
I'll
there's not a link, just
I'll sprinkle
send
some
me
in
it.
your guys' DMs and we'll see how you guys feel. Okay, so
every link.
you guys can thank me.
Am I able to pay in full?
Absolutely.
I'm going to be too busy getting Super Bowl merch. So
Oh,
I
that's
got to hold
right.
off on the shirts.
Oh my god! Actually, you know what? No, we're off that. Okay, good. Off the.
Isn't the pay in full great?
It's wonderful. Just you got to be careful not to do too many of them.
Yeah, I just used one today.
Yeah.
All right, guys. All right. Well, I want to thank everybody that hopped on this evening, guys. I'm gonna start wrapping it up here, but I do want to thank all of you guys that tuned in again for another great and successful live. If you guys missed out and you want to be a part of these lives from beginning, just know that I do these lives every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do take requests. So I have a set of topics already that I try to kind of go over to have a little more structure with the lives. But I also do take requests. So if there's something that you guys want me to talk about that I didn't touch, you could hit my lineup. You could reach me here on YouTube, or you can message me directly on my other social media handles, which I've left in the description of this video. Also,
can we request topics that we don't want to talk about?
Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to do a silly thing like that?
Because it's going to cost me money, Rez. That's why.
Hey, you got to pay to play, man. You got to pay to play, okay?
Yeah.
But, you know, no, I am not the devil, GTC.
You might be. The greatest trick the devil ever played was convince you he didn't exist.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I appreciate everybody that hops on here. Please, you know, subscribe to these fellas, check them out. They do great content. Some don't.
Not me.
Some don't do content at all, like Adam. But you know, he is a loyal subscriber and follower to the streams, and he always provides great insight and feedback. So. Check everybody else out though. Like I said, you know, Mighty Fan does a great series of the fans, does a lot of Combo Wombo Wednesdays on his IG, and just posts a lot of things, day in the life as a collector, you know. Big John, you know, has some dope jersey content. Check out his videos. He also does wrestling stuff too. He's a big fan. Like myself, POB1 Fool. Shout outs to the homie. I know he just did a video a couple days ago. Hit that video with a thumbs up and subscribe to his channel as well. And you know, I hope everybody has a great Super Bowl Sunday. May the best team win. I know a lot of people here are Eagles fans, but
I'll be enjoying my bonchon.
Enjoy your bonchon or whatever you're eating that Sunday. And that's it, man. You guys have anything you want to add?
Let's go. I'm so excited for the Super Bowl, man.
Yeah, man. Super Bowl's gonna be dope, and yeah, man, it's gonna be a good game. Yeah, man. Shout out to Chandler Jones.
I'm gonna climb a pole.
You gotta make that money, Neil. Make that money, girl.
Neil, if the Eagles win, you gotta do a video somehow going up the Rocky Steps and just you gotta do something with that.
You'll get like halfway up and get winded. Trust me.
Yeah, I gotta see something like that.
I gotta do something. I mean, we'll figure something out.
I gotta see something.
We'll get Adam here. You know, we know he enjoys it so much. We'll get him. We'll take him over to the link. He can look at stuff there. It'll be fun.
Mighty finna get another Super Bowl ring.
Nah, you know what? Honestly, as much fun as that sounds, I'm gonna be broke because of fucking Rez now, so I can't.
Yeah.
Hold up before I go.
No.
Oh, there's another shirt.
Ah!
Let's
Yes.
Whoa!
The bird is the word, Adam. The bird is the word.
Oh, come
Look at that shit.
no, I can't.
Alright,
Free
fellas.
bird.
Have a good night, and hopefully I'll see you guys next Wednesday.
Yep.
Take care.
All right, take care, guys.
Take care, guys.
Peace.
Fly Eagles.